Your body possesses 8 secret portals that when activated release energy flow capable of relieving pain, reducing anxiety, and regulating metabolism. These portals exist in specific spots: the crook of your elbow, your armpit, your groin, behind your knee. When you tap these areas correctly, you send direct command to the body to initiate self-healing process. In the next few moments, the first portal will be revealed along with how to activate it right now. Each portal unlocks different benefits. True power, complete transformation only comes by learning the exact sequence connecting all 8. What will be shown at the end is how to combine all of this into a 2-minute ritual that can change the way you feel forever. Think for a moment. In a world advancing by leaps and bounds with scientific discoveries made daily, how could we have left something so fundamental behind? The answer is this: knowledge was never about technology but about energy, about understanding that our body is a miniature universe with its own rivers, canals, and centers of power. Wisdom that Thoth, the great Egyptian god of medicine and knowledge, recorded on sacred papyri and which somehow traveled through time and space to find home in self-healing practices on the other side of the world, blossoming in new form. This knowledge doesn't require blind faith or complex rituals. It simply requires your attention and intention. It invites you to view your body as a garden needing tending, a garden where vital energy flows like water, nourishing every cell, every organ, every tissue. When this water stagnates, problems, pain, and illness arise. The secret isn't adding something new but awakening what is already your birthright. This path of wisdom leads us to a figure shrouded in mystery and power, an entity the Egyptians revered as the source of all civilization. Thoth, the scribe, Lord of time and knowledge. Among all his titles, one stands out as promise. He was considered the great architect of healing. In the Egyptian pantheon, where each god had his own domain, Thoth was the master of medicine, humanity's first physician, the one to whom pharaohs themselves turned in search of health and longevity. Legend has it that Egypt's oldest medical texts, the famous Ebers and Smith papyri, were merely transcriptions of much older knowledge dictated by Thoth. These treatises contained herbal recipes and surgical procedures of frightening precision for the time, along with incantations and words of power. For Egyptians, healing was never purely physical process. It was perfect union of matter and spirit, of science and magic. Thoth mastered both worlds with unparalleled mastery. The greatest example of his power is immortalized in the most famous Egyptian legend. When Osiris was betrayed and dismembered by his brother Set, it was Thoth who taught Isis, the goddess of magic, the secret words and rituals necessary to reunite the pieces of her beloved and breathe life back into him. This act wasn't just miracle. It was ultimate demonstration of mastery over fundamental laws of existence, profound understanding that life and death are part of the same cycle and that vital energy can be manipulated, restored, and redirected. Here's the crucial point lost over centuries. Thoth didn't reserve this power for gods alone. He firmly believed that the spark of regeneration, this capacity for self-healing, resided within every human being. It was divine right, forgotten inheritance. The knowledge he shared wasn't meant to create dependency but to awaken autonomy. He taught that the human body was sacred temple and that within this temple lay keys capable of unlocking doors to perfect health and inexhaustible vitality. The great question echoing through millennia is, if this knowledge was so powerful, how did it disappear? Or did it not disappear but merely change form? How could wisdom born in the heat of Egyptian desert among pyramids and pharaohs cross continents and flourish in such diverse culture in lands as distant as China? The answer lies in a silent trail, an underground stream of wisdom that time and borders have never been able to erase. Imagine the ancient dusty Silk roads. Camel caravans crossed endless deserts. Merchants traded spices, fabrics, and jewels. But the most valuable treasure carried on these journeys could not be weighed or measured. It was knowledge. Sages, healers, monks, and philosophers traveled with these caravans. Over nightly campfires under starry skies, they exchanged much more than goods. They shared secrets about life, the universe, and above all healing, ideas transcending any barrier of language, culture, or religion. In this context of constant exchange, The seed of Thoth's wisdom encoded in Egyptian symbols and hieroglyphics began its long journey to the east. This knowledge about power points in the body, about how vital energy could be unlocked, didn't travel on single papyrus but was transmitted orally from master to disciple, adapting and evolving with each new generation. It was living wisdom molded to the culture receiving it without ever losing its fundamental essence. Upon reaching China, this wisdom found incredibly fertile ground. Traditional Chinese medicine had already for millennia been mapping the human body in ways the West could barely conceive. They saw not just muscles and bones but complex network of energy rivers, the meridians through which life force flowed. They already understood that disease was at its core blockage in this flow. The arrival of Egyptian knowledge wasn't revelation but confirmation, a piece fitting perfectly into puzzle they were already assembling. If you're discovering ancient healing techniques that actually work and want to explore more forgotten wisdom, please subscribe. We're uncovering practices deliberately hidden from mainstream knowledge, and your support helps us continue revealing these truths. Now let's dive into the portals themselves. Chinese physicians and sages with their deep understanding of energetic body not only embraced this new perspective but refined it with astonishing precision. They took the general concept of power portals and integrated it into their detailed map of meridians and acupuncture points. They experimented, observed, and cataloged effects of stimulating these specific areas, connecting each point to specific organs, emotions, and physiological functions. The knowledge coalesced, creating something new and even more powerful. They discovered that the key to self-healing, the great secret whispered by Thoth, lay not in magic formulas or elaborate rituals but in simple direct physical act. It lay in stimulation of specific points on the body, energy portals that when activated correctly could restore lost balance, dissolve stagnation, and revitalize entire system. Egyptian magic and Chinese energy science had intertwined, giving birth to technique of inestimable power, accessible to all. This fusion culminated in identification of 8 strategic areas in the body. 8 portals where vital energy most tends to stagnate, creating blockages that are root of countless health problems. They called them the 8 voids. Discovery of these specific points, these veritable switches of the body's self-healing system, is the next fundamental step in our journey. Traditional Chinese medicine offers us body map going far beyond anatomy we learned in school. It reveals invisible territory, vibrant energetic landscape composed of rivers and channels carrying the force animating us. In this map, the body isn't solid physical structure but dynamic system of flows. As in any river system, there are points where current slows, where debris accumulates, creating dams impeding natural flow. In our bodies, these dams are source of imbalance and disease. These stagnation points are what Chinese masters called the 8 voids. Don't be fooled by the name. They're not energy voids but rather places where energy becomes dense, sluggish, almost stagnant, and where toxins both physical and emotional tend to accumulate. These are 8 strategic areas, veritable portals that when obstructed compromise health of entire system. The location of these portals is surprisingly symmetrical and accessible to all without need for needles or complex instruments. These 8 portals are actually 4 pairs of points located at major joints of our body, places where flow of energy and blood can naturally be slower. The first pair is in your armpits. The second is in inner creases of your elbows. The third pair is located in your groin area. The fourth and final pair is in crease behind your knees. Each of these locations functions as crucial node in your body's energetic network, point where multiple meridians intersect. Each pair of portals is an isolated point. They're command centers connected to vital organs and entire systems. The armpits are linked to energy of heart and lungs. The elbows connect to digestive system and emotional health. The groin governs energy of kidneys and reproductive system. The knees are intrinsically linked to health of spine and general circulation. By stimulating these areas, you're not only acting locally but also sending command of cleansing and harmonization throughout body. The technique for activating these portals is brilliantly simple: tapping or light rhythmic tapping. By gently tapping these areas, you create vibration penetrating deep into tissues, breaking up stagnant energy and blood. It's like shaking dusty carpet. Dust loosens and can be eliminated. Likewise, toxins and blocked energy are released so body can process and eliminate them, restoring harmonious and revitalizing flow. Let's begin practical journey with first portal, your armpits. It may seem unusual, even strange place to think about healing, but in traditional Chinese medicine, this area is one of most important energetic intersections in body. It's veritable interchange of vital highways through which essential meridians govern health of your heart, capacity of your lungs, and balance of your gallbladder. Point that accumulates not only sweat but also great deal of tension and emotional stress. Think about your daily life. When you're anxious, tense, or fearful, it's common for your shoulders to hunch forward, closing your chest and compressing your armpits. This gesture, often unconscious, creates physical and energetic blockage. Heart's energy, which should flow freely, becomes blocked. Your breath becomes shorter, affecting energy in lungs. By gently stimulating this area with light rhythmic taps, you're sending powerful and direct message to your body. Relax, release, let go. People suffering from anxiety, palpitations, that tight feeling in chest, or even respiratory problems like shortness of breath can find surprising and almost immediate relief with this simple practice. Stimulating this area helps release the so-called heart fire, excess energy that when accumulated generates mental and emotional agitation. It's like opening valve on pressure cooker, allowing excess steam to escape safely, bringing calm and mental clarity. The technique couldn't be easier. Cup your opposite hand so impact is soft and resonant. Begin gently tapping your armpit. No need to use force. The vibration will do the work. Do this 36 to 81 times. The numbers aren't random. In Eastern numerology, they're multiples of 9, the number of completion and transformation. Breathe deeply as you do this, imagining that with each tap, cloud of tension is dissipating. By practicing regularly, you may notice not only improvement in physical symptoms but also feeling of greater emotional lightness and openness. It's as if you're literally opening up space in your chest so life can flow more easily. Many people report feeling warmth or tingling sensation in area, clear sign that stagnant energy and blood are starting to circulate again. It's your body responding, thanking you for care and attention. The second portal is located in inner crease of your elbows. This is area that rarely receives our attention. But in Eastern medicine, it functions as center of emotional and digestive regulation. This is where crucial points of vital meridians are located, including pericardium, known as protector of heart, and large and small intestine meridians responsible for absorption and elimination. The pericardium meridian has fascinating function. It protects heart from emotional shocks. When you experience intense stress, deep sadness, or overwhelming anger, pericardium absorbs first impact, preventing this disruptive energy from directly reaching heart. However, this protection comes at cost. Stagnant energy accumulates in elbow area, which can lead to symptoms such as anxiety, insomnia, mental agitation, and even chest pain with no apparent cardiac cause. At the same time, this area is direct reflection of your intestinal health. Problems such as constipation, bloating, gas, or irritable bowel syndrome are often linked to energy blockages in meridians running through elbow. Stagnation in this area prevents process of food transformation and transport from occurring efficiently, causing discomfort and toxin buildup. Therefore, stimulating this portal is like double cleanse, calming mind and regulating digestive system. Cup your opposite hand, gently tap inner crease of your elbow. Again, suggested count is 36 to 81, maintaining steady rhythm and calm breathing. As you tap, visualize releasing excess heat from your heart and dissolving any blockages preventing your bowels from functioning properly. Many people are surprised to discover that when tapping this area, small reddish or purplish spots may appear on skin. Don't be alarmed. This is extremely positive sign. It indicates that stagnant blood and toxins trapped beneath skin are being released to surface where body can easily eliminate them. It's visible proof that detoxification process has been activated. We're getting close to the most powerful part of this practice, and if this is opening your eyes to your body's self-healing capacity, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. We're bringing you ancient techniques that transform health from the inside out. Please help us reach more people. Now back to the final two portals. Our exploration now brings us to third portal of self-healing, area of immense energetic power located in groin region. In Chinese medicine, this area is seen as seat of our ancestral energy, command center governing kidneys, entire reproductive system, and our metabolism. Deep and conscious stimulation of this region can have transformative impact on your vitality, strength, and overall well-being, acting at root of our energetic constitution. Kidneys in Eastern view are much more than simple blood filters. They're our body's battery, place where we store our vital essence, energy we inherit from our parents and which determines our longevity and constitutional strength. When kidney energy is weak, we experience chronic fatigue, lack of libido, lower back and knee pain, and we age faster. Groin area is key point for accessing and recharging kidney energy, like plugging device directly into power source. Furthermore, this area is crucial for health of pancreas and spleen, organs responsible for sugar metabolism and converting food into energy. For those struggling with issues like excess weight, diabetes, prediabetes, or hormonal imbalances, energy and blood stagnation in groin area is critical factor. By activating this portal, you're effectively naturally detoxing pancreas and stimulating body to burn fat and regulate blood sugar levels more efficiently. Cup both hands together, tap simultaneously on both groins. You can do this standing or sitting. Keep tapping rhythmic and firm yet comfortable for 36 to 81 repetitions. Breathe deeply, imagining that with each tap, you're awakening dormant energy source at base of your torso, feeling this vitality begin to rise and spread throughout your body. Stimulating this area is also crucial for health of lymphatic system. Groin is home to one of largest clusters of lymph nodes in body, responsible for filtering toxins and waste. Sedentary lifestyle causes this area to become compressed and lymphatic flow to slow. Gentle tapping acts like hand pump, boosting lymph circulation and promoting deep detoxification. We've reached fourth and final self-healing portal, strategic point located at back of your knees. This area is considered one of most important control points for entire back of body, especially for health of your spine and blood circulation in your legs. By stimulating this often tense and neglected area, you're releasing energy flow that can alleviate chronic pain and bring feeling of lightness and alignment throughout your body. Think about your daily posture. We spend hours sitting, which compresses back of our knees and shortens our hamstrings. This tension doesn't stay isolated. It travels up posterior muscle chain, pulling pelvis back and overloading lower back. This is why back pain, especially lower back pain, is so often associated with leg tension. This point is master key to releasing this accumulated tension, acting like switch that relaxes all back muscles. In addition to its connection to spine, this area is crucial for venous return. Blood flowing down to feet must fight gravity to return to heart. Calf functions as our second heart, pumping blood upward with each step. Stagnation in back of knee hinders this process, potentially leading to problems such as leg swelling, varicose veins, and feeling of heaviness and fatigue. Stimulating this portal helps unclog this pathway, dramatically improving circulation throughout lower limb. Sitting in chair with your feet on floor or even standing, lean forward and cup both hands to simultaneously tap back of both knees. Keep taps gentle and rhythmic, counting 36 to 81 times. As you practice, visualize tension dissolving not only in your knees but throughout entire length of your spine, from your tailbone to back of your neck. Feel your legs becoming lighter and more energized. For those who suffer from knee pain, whether due to arthritis, osteoarthritis, or wear and tear, stimulating this point is true balm. Practice increases blood and energy flow to joint, nourishing cartilage, reducing inflammation and relieving pain. It's way to care for joint from inside out, promoting regeneration and mobility. Now you know the 4 portals, the 8 power points regulating your body's health. You've learned to release your heart's energy, calm your mind, regulate your digestion, recharge your vital battery, and align your structure. But true power lies not in activating each point individually but in uniting them in fluid daily sequence. Now that you have all pieces, you're ready to put puzzle together and awaken something extraordinary. Self-healing power that has always been there, waiting to be rediscovered. True magic isn't found in single act but in consistency. This sequence isn't just exercise. It's moving meditation, conscious dialogue with your body, active self-love taking just few minutes of your day. The sequence is logical, fluid, and easy to memorize, following body's energy flow from top to bottom. Ideally, perform ritual twice daily. Once in morning, right after waking, to clear stagnation of night and start day with renewed energy flowing freely. Again in late afternoon or early evening to release tension, stress, and toxins accumulated throughout daily activities, preparing body for deeper, more restful sleep. Begin standing with your feet firmly planted on floor. Take few deep breaths, bringing your awareness to present moment. Begin with first portal. Cup your right hand and gently tap your left armpit 36 to 81 times. Feel vibration in your chest. Then switch and use your left hand to tap your right armpit, repeating count. Breathe, feeling space opening in your rib cage. With each tap, release anxiety and sadness. Then descend to second portal. Stretch out your left arm and with your right hand cupped, tap crook of your elbow again 36 to 81 times. Imagine calming fire in your heart and harmonizing your digestion. Switch sides, tapping your right elbow with your left hand. Continue breathing consciously, releasing mental agitation and abdominal discomfort with each tap. Feel calm settle into your mind and body. Now move to third portal, source of your vital energy. Cup both hands, simultaneously tap your groin area where your legs meet your torso. Perform 36 to 81 taps, feeling energy awaken at base of your spine. Visualize this force rising, revitalizing each organ. With each tap, affirm your vitality, your power to metabolize and regenerate. Feel your internal battery being recharged. Finally, conclude at fourth gate. Sit or lean forward and with both hands tap back of both knees. Complete count visualizing all tension in your spine dissolving like waterfall of energy cleansing your back. Feel your legs becoming lighter, your circulation activating. With each tap, release weight of day, aches and pains and worries. When finished, be silent for a moment, simply feeling energy vibrating throughout your body. The 8 voids technique is much more than series of tapping points on body. It's recovery of eternal legacy, heritage of wisdom left to us by our ancestors both in Egypt and China. It's proof that deepest truths are often simplest. By incorporating this sacred ritual into your daily life, you're doing much more than just caring for physical body. You're nourishing your soul, expanding your consciousness, and reconnecting with power you may not have even known you possessed. This daily ritual becomes anchor, sacred moment in your day to disconnect from external noise and connect with your inner landscape. You begin to notice subtleties of your body, to hear signals it sends you long before they become cries of pain or illness. Pain in your shoulder, bloating in your stomach, unexplained fatigue all take on new meaning. They're no longer enemies to be fought but messengers indicating where flow of energy needs to be restored. With time and practice you become your own healer. You stop being passive patient, handing over responsibility for your health entirely to others, and become master of your own well-being. You gain autonomy, power, and trust in your body's innate ability to find balance. This is true freedom, knowing that you hold in your own hands powerful tool to maintain your health, alleviate your pain, and calm your mind anytime, anywhere. This is Thoth's true secret, essence of his teaching. It wasn't about magic words or miracle potions but about self-knowledge. The key to long, healthy, and fulfilling life isn't outside but within. It lies in understanding that we are energetic beings and that we can consciously influence flow of this energy to promote healing and harmony. The 8 voids technique is one of most direct and effective keys to accessing this power. The journey of self-healing is ultimately path of self-knowledge and continuous transformation.